Is there properties values going down that are equal 10 to 20% in some areas in Florida? Yes, but just because they listed them for sale and dropped 20% from what they're asking doesn't mean a market drop. They were asking a crazy price and they didn't sell. So most 40% of properties were purchased cash. Then we have roughly, of all the loans in the market, so the other, let's just say on average it's about 35% of the total market has loans. Of those, 60% are sub fours. So for those people to exit, it would have to be like a life event. Divorce, death, disease, for them to leave, for them to exit their properties, not leave Florida, they have to rent. They're not going anywhere, they're just gonna go rent. So at that point, we're talking about a significant number here, right? We're talking about almost 70% of the market has extremely low downside risk and no reason to exit. 30% of the market has a variable risk, but even those loans that are higher than 4%, most of the loans in the last, since 2008, have been very safe loans, very hard to get a loan. There hasn't been negative AM loans. Just recently, they've gone back into investment property loans where it is 1-to-1 DSCR with no income verification, and that's recently. There's gonna be a crash. Again, I say crash is sub 20% drop. Is it gonna be a sub 20% drop? I don't think so. Is there properties values going down that are equal 10 to 20% in some areas in Florida? Yes. But just because they listed them for sale and dropped 20% from what they're asking doesn't mean a market drop. They were asking a crazy price and they didn't sell. For example, there was a property that was for sale in January of the year, the hottest time to sell a property. It didn't sell. And now I'm negotiating with the seller to buy the property, and they're mentioning about all these amazing reasons why their property is so great. And my argument is this: if during the best time to sell, with the lowest interest rate in history, your property didn't sell, that means your price is too high. There's prices dropping because they were ridiculous from the beginning. Now, another example is there's properties right now that I'm buying that even with me putting on contract today, there's 10 backup offers. The second it hits the market, if they're listing at a reasonable price, they're getting scooped up. So there's gonna be a big bifurcation between realistic sellers or unrealistic sellers or realistic sellers with properties in undesirable areas and properties in desirable areas. So where's hot? It's gonna be super hot. I mentioned this before that with stocks and with real estate, it's gonna be extremely split over the next 10 years, meaning there's gonna be big winners and big losers. And if you're picking the right winners, you're gonna do very well over the next 10 years. If you don't, if you buy the market overall as an average, say you buy the Dow or whatever, I believe in 10 years, when you account for inflation, you're gonna be sideways. You're gonna realize you didn't make any money for the last 10 years, like a dead decade. So be careful, be smart, and you'll make a lot of money.